Hello, welcome back. Boxer1 here, and today we're going to be looking at this. This is LEGO Set 21152, the Pirate Ship Adventure from 2019. It comes with 3 figures and 3 mobs, as well as a very nice pirate ship, an island, and an extra boat. We're going to be looking at all of it today, as well as giving you my honest opinion on the set. So, without further ado, let's get into it. Like always, we'll first look at the figures, and I do have to hold them just for the glare. But this figure's very common. It's your Alex. I mean, she goes in the boat. She's very common figure. She's probably $1 or less online. So you get her in a lot of sets, and she isn't very rare, but I'll just show you her anyway. And she also does have some back printing, which is very simple. But yeah, otherwise, just your normal Alex. Doesn't have any accessories, but she can use the little wooden boat, which we might as well show now. It's simply a birch boat and has 2 wooden shovels as paddles, which is pretty cool, and Alex can actually pretty comfortably sit in there. And that's what she looks like in there. We'll give you another angle there. A very, very nice little fit here, and pretty good inclusion of just a figure to also have for this little boat. Next up, we have the other player character in this set who can control the actual pirate ship, and it is the pirate himself. Now, as you can see, one of his arms is a bit yellowed, which you will also see a little bit on the sails and the skeleton heads on the back of the ship. But yeah, he's the pirate. He's exclusive to the set. He's actually one of my favorite character skins in the LEGO Minecraft theme. I just think he's very cool. And obviously, being a pirate, he has a very simple coat on, some red pants, and he's kind of mismatched with his white undercoat and stuff like that. And it looks very good. He looks like a pirate in the Minecraft style. He has an eye patch over one eye, and he has, I think, a very, very little back printing. Yes, like a rip in his clothes or something like that, and a belt. But yeah, he carries a golden sword, and he's very simple otherwise. Let's get on to the next one. And the next one is a very burning zombie, whatever that means. A zombie on fire, which it doesn't want to focus on for some... There we go. But yeah, this is, I think, the first set to include this piece, as well as the Blaze Bridge. But this is the, I believe, the cheaper of the two. And it has this very new fire piece, as of the time, of course. They've now made it 100 times in a bunch of sets. But yeah, that is so cool. And when it came out, I really liked that piece, and I still do. It looks great for fire. It looks basically perfect. And you can fit your figure in there. Otherwise, it's your basic zombie. And yeah, a very nice little inclusion. You also get a parrot as your first I guess, minifigure. You get this new parrot, and this is a new head mold. This is exclusive to the set, actually. Unless they released it in one of the new ones. I think they did release another set with parrots. I forget if this one was in it, though. But he has some printed wings on him, as you can see, and using a clip to hold a very dusty piece, a very dusty blue tile, he has a little tail, and with a tan for his little feet there. This is a very cool mob. He is exclusive to the set, or at least was. Like I said, I forget if he was included in one of the new sets. But he was exclusive at least for a very long time, and he may still be. A very cool inclusion. Now, this set's release actually coincided with the release of Update Aquatic for Minecraft, or at least they came out at relatively the same time in 2019, and so we get some of the new Update Aquatic mobs, such as the turtle, the sea turtle, and he's pretty cool, which he is actually not exclusive to this set. There's multiple sea turtles in multiple sets, but this guy's pretty cool, and he was exclusive at the time. He has this very nice face print using 2 tiles, just with an eye print on him, with a simple connection in between, which makes him look very goofy straight on, but if you look at him from the side, he looks pretty good. He also has this little tan piece on the bottom, which first of all smooths him off, but second of all just gives him that very nice belly like he has in game, and he has a very nice 3x3 shell just on his back, which is pretty cool. It's offset using the... I'll show you how that works actually. It uses the 4 middle connection points instead of like the 9 outer ones to actually connect to the top of the shell's 4 connection points there. And it looks pretty good because of that. And the next and last mob is also actually exclusive. The turtle wasn't, but this guy is. And it's the dolphin. I mean, it's pretty obvious what it is. It's a dolphin, and it uses two 1x2 pieces with that eye print on there to give it at the face. You get one on either side. You also get a very nice snout using a jumper plate there, a 1x2 jumper plate, and some other pieces at the front, and that looks really good. He has a fin using a cheese slope and another fin at the back, or I guess the tail. I'm using a 2x3 plate, which this may be one of the first years this came out. I don't remember, so don't quote me on that, but that's kind of cool. I remember this is the first one I've ever gotten at the very least. But he also has some very nice just arms on ball joints, or I guess these would also be fins on ball joints, and the tail's also on ball joints, so you do get some good movement out of them. For an exclusive mob, a very good way to make a dolphin. I think this looks quite accurate to in-game. Maybe the nose is a bit large, but a very nice inclusion here. But with the figures out of the way and the mobs, we can now get onto the two builds. And we're going to look at the pirate ship first because, I mean, it's in the name of the set. Might as well look at it first, and that's probably what you want to see. And then the island. But do stay till the end because there's actually a way to reconfigure the set into a shipwreck on the island. So yeah, it's kind of a 2-in-1 type deal. Let's get into it. The pirate ship itself is pretty good. I actually really like how this one looks. It's in 3 pieces, so you can actually take off this back part. Definitely did not fall or anything. And as you can see, that's what I meant to show you. It can be separated into 3 pieces, and actually we can use this to get a better look at each of them individually. This will also be important for later on. But this back piece is basically just, well, the back. It has 2 dispensers with fire arrows in them, which is kind of interesting. So yeah, those are actually flick fire missiles in there. And this one is on a jumper, and this one is not. So maybe if you want one on either side, you can place it there. But this is how it shows in the instructions. You also get a glass bottle and 2 skeleton skulls on the back, which is really cool. So you now have 2 skeleton skulls that you can do anything with, so that's nice. But you can see how those connect. There is a bar and a clip there, and on each of them you have the same thing, just reversed. So the bar goes into the clip and the clip goes into the bar. But on the second build, you have the sail, and this sail is very cool. It has a map here in an item frame and a banner up here with a skull and crossbones, which is also really cool. Now the sail is also pretty interesting. It's just red and white, and yeah, it's pretty simple but also pretty nice looking, and I really like how that looks. And then on the bottom you also get a compass and a plank that can be on either side. So yeah, you can have somebody walk the plank on this one. Very cool. Final piece is least interesting. It's literally just the front. There's no play features or cool things about it, other than that it has this other thing which is also cool. But altogether, it looks pretty good, and it also has a clip up here, of course, for your parrot, which if I can actually hit it down, and by clip I mean stud, by the way, yeah, you can have the parrot on top. There is also the island part of the set, obviously, so we'll now look at that, and yeah. It's a very simple island, but it does have some cool stuff, including this skull in the front, which is very nice. That tooth on the bottom, the singular one on the side, is meant to represent like a stone stair upside down, if you can't tell. But yeah, it's pretty cool. I really like how they did the skull, and I think it looks pretty nice. But yeah, they have the water all around. They do have some turtle eggs, which is cool. So yeah, a zombie can terrorize those, and then Alex can try to fight him off. There's also 2 batches of sugarcane, or I guess growths of them, plants of them, and there's also a TNT block. It doesn't have any feature in this set, like other sets would have explosion features. This one doesn't, but it is there, just so you know. And then you also get a dead bush. In the back, however, you get like a little dock or some type of thing here, and a treasure chest with gold, an orange fish, and a fishing rod, which your characters can use. And you also get a gold ore brick right here, which is pretty cool, and you can just stick that onto the bottom of there. It's very simple, obviously, but you may also see these clips hidden around, and there it is kind of ugly on the back side of the skull with that clip and those 2 things, but you'll see what that's for, and there's also one there. Now, with both of the 2 builds shown, I can rearrange it into the secondary build version. And this is shown very handily in the back of the instructions, so you can know how to actually do it. And this is what it looks like. It combines the 2 into 1, and it looks really good. It's like a shipwreck. I think that's what it's supposed to be, just strewn out about the island. and it looks amazing. I really like how it looks, actually, and I think it looks better than just the island by itself. I do like having the ship together, but having this, I think, is very interesting, just option to have in a way to build it. But yeah, there's some pretty cool stuff about it. Obviously, it's just the same as before. There's no need to go over everything in detail again, but you connect that there. I think this is what looks the best. This is probably the best part, and it gives it another platform for characters to move on to. And you can see there's now a little cove in there with a little dock. And then you also get this at the front, which I feels like it's the most out of place out of everything, but I think it still looks pretty good. But yeah, a very cool way to arrange this thing, and a very nice conclusion. Well, that's basically it. I can now give you my honest opinion on the set, and that is that this set is pretty good. I think the figures are great. I think getting the 3 new exclusive mobs is great. And that player character with the skin is amazing as well. Alex and the zombie are pretty common, but otherwise very nice. And the builds are also very good. You also get the option to have, obviously, 2 variants of this build, I guess you could call it, or versions. And I think that's very good. Being modular like this and having that option is just a great thing. And you also can build it with 2 other people, given that this builds you get 3 instruction manuals, 1 building the figure and the accessories, 1 building the ship, and then 1 building the island. A very cool way to do things. But yeah, I do hope you enjoyed, and I shall see you next time. Goodbye.